Joe Schmidt admits there's a bit of a wow factor building in terms of Ireland's World Cup playing depth. Head coach Schmidt says the success of Leinster and Munster, allied to the addition of Munster-bound Tadhg Beirne to his squad for the Australia tour, excites him as to the possibilities ahead for the world's number 2 ranked side. Reflecting on the Champions Cup campaign, Schmidt said, "I thought the Saracens v Leinster game was immense and I was carried away like any fan in Thomond Park during those last few minutes of Thomond v Munster. That all helps build depth, that's why we're really dependent on the provinces staying strong and guys getting that pathway. Then, maximizing the pathway that we have here." Joe Schmidt says stability is key to Ireland's World Cup hopes, focusing in on Ireland's loose forward options as an example of the depth available. Schmidt said, "Rhys Ruddock just got back a little bit late. The most he's played in recent weeks was 55 minutes last weekend. You lose guys like Josh van der Flier, you have Sean O'Brien unavailable, and yet you've got a couple of guys who really came through in the Six Nations. The likes of Don Levy, Jordy Murphy's had a really strong end to the season. Tadhg Beirne, as a guy that can play at lock and no. 6, yeah, you do start to think, wow. Dan Levy, image, Brian Keane, it drives the players, because there's competition for places, and if someone decides to just ease up a little bit they know they can't really afford to internally, we know playing the Australians, that they can't do it externally." Schmidt is confident that he will have a full deck to choose from when Ireland open their series against the Wallabies next Saturday, with everyone expected to train in Brisbane on Tuesday. He has only brought 3 centres, Robbie Henshaw, who is just over a knee injury, as well as Gary Ringrose and Bundy Aki, who had an ankle issue that has cleared up. "There's a small risk for us with just the 3 midfielders," said Schmidt, but he is happy that Jordan Larmour and Keith Earls can fill in there if required. At the same time, there are guys like Sam Arnold and Rory Scannell, and Stu McCloskey, who had a really strong end to the season. Add to that depth. If we could have taken more away, we probably would have taken another one of those 3. But one of the limitations is you can only take so many, you can only provide opportunities to so many, so therefore the opportunity pathway is through the provincial games. And that's why we take such a close interest in some of those great games that were played towards the end of the season. I think straight after the Six Nations, we saw 2 of the best provincial games I've seen in quite some time. If you haven't already, be sure to like our Irish Mirror Sport and Irish Mirror GAA pages on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.